What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JT, back again with another video. And hold up, we about to clock in again, man. And today we got, you see the title. I'm not gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no YouTube restricting my video. The title, the title is right there, man. Without taking much of your time, let's go through this video.
Like, there's the buffer of you being between a screen and that girl.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. And when I was here in March, it was one of the shows we were doing in March. One of the girls asked me, she said, what is it with guys and why do they get addicted to OnlyFans?
Yeah, G asked that question. I remember.
Yeah,
because you gave a excellent answer to that. Why men are addicted to porn?
It's similar to what else in here is that the 80% are guys, right? The beta males, the guys who have a real tough time. But they're not the 20% that women want to bang. These are the guys who got to figure something out. And you're right, they fall in love with those girls over and over again. They'll find their favorite one. They'll spend a small fortune on that one until they get jilted. That's their like digital waifu, right? It's the girl for them, and they live out this fantasy of having some girl who actually gives a shit about them, like that actually has some sort of like intimate connection with them. And that's the appeal of OnlyFans. Pornography's free. You can jerk off to live 4K streaming.
Yo, Dad, this is exactly what I said in the other video, bro. Like, you're paying to see girls naked, but pornography is like free. You know what I'm saying?
Porn whenever you
can't
want.
sell sex.
It's still not good for you. Don't do it. But if you have to do it, damn, why are you gonna pay for it?
To my porn while you're doing it.
There you go.
Plug for this guy. But if it's about gratification, then you don't have to spend $2,500 to fly out to Vegas or to go get laid. You could just, if it's about the gratification, that's all it is. But it's more than that. They want that intimate connection. They want to believe that the person on the opposite side of the screen actually gives a shit about them, and will recognize them and acknowledge them in the chat or what as a private individual. And these guys they're so, I don't say they're scared of rejection, but there's that buffer or that lack of social intelligence. They still want the connection. They don't know how to get to that connection. Yeah. And lo and behold, here comes the internet. Well, yeah. I can have this connection with her because she's on the other side of the screen and she seems like she cares about me a lot. And I made this comparison. I forget the girl's name, but the girl who is one of the top earners, like the top like 1% of OnlyFans earners right now is I don't remember her name, but
she's a very average looking girl.
Very like
Go next door.
7.
Plain Jane, yeah.
Still sexual, still looks good, but she's not like big tits, blonde hair, blue eyes, centerfold model. She's not like because she looks attainable.
Yeah.
She looks like somebody that guy could.
Bella Thorne, look at her.
Yeah.
Remember when girls may be nasty?
Yeah. She's not like a porn star. She's just this average girl who might be living next door, and you go, yeah, in my perfect world, I could possibly get with
she's
that
a veteran.
Girl. Yeah, and she's making $150,000 a month or something like that.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I mean, she is a top-end earner, and she still does sexual stuff, but it's not just.
A girl makes $150,000 a month off guys on OnlyFans posting news.
Just that, it's the fact that she has this attainability. Like they think they could get this girl, and what happens is then they fall in love with that girl. They start sending tipping her, and I think one of these guys it was in a Reddit forum or a Reddit thread one time. This guy was talking about the cycle that he goes through with these girls. He'll fall in love with his favorite girl. He'll spend something like $4,000 a month on this girl, and just so she'll acknowledge him and she'll know that he's out there, right? That he thinks she's special, and he wants to know that she thinks he's special. And then you get that kind of back and forth that he thinks he's actually having a virtual relationship with that person. Then somebody pays $5,000 a month. She pays attention to him and not him, and now he goes through this depression and deletes her, and it's just like having a girlfriend that just broke up with you. Yep. Only you never banged her and you never met her in person. And then what happens is he deletes her and erases her account, whatever, ghosts her digitally, and finds another one and starts it all over again.
And I'll say this real quick. We had Andrew Tate on. Shout out to Andrew Tate, guys.
Shout out
Go
to Tate.
subscribe to his channel, Tate Speech and Tate Confidential. I was actually talking with him the other day. A good friend of ours, and also of Sterling's as well. And he used to run a webcam business. And without me going into crazy details, the men paid a lot of money to get attention from the women, just as Rolo was describing. But I will say this, because you mentioned that earlier too, like the emotional stimulation, you're able to kind of keep them on the hook. The difference between men and women is the men are going to talk to the women, right, and get that attention from her. But men always have a finish line. That finish line is sex. Whereas, like, for women, there might not necessarily be a finish line. That emotional stimulation is good enough for them. So, so I get where we're both talking about. But like, yeah, I could see like guys will pay for that attention, but they always have the end goal of eventually I'll meet her, eventually I'll have sex with her. That's why girls are able to string guys along on for years sometimes.
Guy
in
friends.
chat rooms.
Best friends for
Well,
years.
That's the same thing. It's like, so for like, if you're in the friend zone, right? That's the same thing as having a fuck buddy. Okay, when you have like a friends with benefits, where all it is about the sex, it's all sex and no emotion. And when you are in the friend zone, it's all emotion and no sex.
Thanks.
It's exactly
There's something else I want to add in
it.
here about this OnlyFans thing as well, is it gives guys the chance, it gives the guys this unique opportunity to be liked by a woman without any fear of rejection.
She never has a headache.
That's the appeal of OnlyFans for all these young guys, especially, is that they're like talking to a pretty girl for the first time, and he knows she isn't gonna like turn him down.
But that's because he's giving her money. Like we
we know that, and he knows that.
Well,
but it's still, he still gets that experience of a pretty girl talking to him nicely without him risking a goddamn thing. He doesn't have to walk up to her in the street
Draining
and
his
risk being
pockets.
attention.
That's-
Well, yeah, but he's willing to take that. It doesn't hurt the ego, which is the key difference.
There you go.
So I just want to say, like, the conversation is very monogamous and very like heteronormative male centered, because like some men don't want to be talked to nicely at all.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not their.
There's
that's
a whole
not,
space for
and
that.
then-
Yeah.
To say
He's kinky.
that all men's end goal is actual physical sex is tremendously irresponsible, because sexual gratification is not necessarily physical sex. There's an entire community of men who do not want to have sex with their wife at all. They want their wife to fuck only other men.
Okay,
And
so
that's their
Well,
sex.
First of all, that's if you're into that, and a lot of times when you get into marriage is like, they get tired of each other. You know what I'm saying? And it happens.
I'll
Sexual
let her finish. Go ahead.
gratification, but it has nothing to do with them being physically involved in that experience. So to say that every single guy is on a single trajectory and an escalator type of movement is not not representative of all men at
Okay.
all. And it's
my
like-
rebuttal to that is, okay, I didn't say all, but what I am saying is most men have a goal in mind. Like, okay, you know what? Let's go around the room and ask this. Have you ever been on a date that you had zero intention of fucking the guy?
They're gonna say, yes, I have. Anyways, man, as you can see, that was the video, bro. I've done freaking 7 videos today, bro. Shit. Hey, that was the video, and if you like this video, I need to go eat. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe on the channel so you can watch more reactions like this one, alright? It's your boy JT. Clocking out.